did you find that?
They're handing them out in front of the convention center.
Are they?
Netflix. It's,
Wait. Frank Underwood, I know that name. That is
Yeah,
the...
from the House of Cards. Otherwise known as Bill Clinton.
But I just like the FU part, especially.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I need to snap
And
photos of that.
as I'm walking around the streets, this is just basically
You know what? We have to accept this. We all have $27 a month that we can give to a political candidate somewhere. And if we all do it, then they're going to have the money they need to run campaigns. So they don't have to go and beg the rich people. And if we don't have $27, you know what? We have $5 because I had 5 people who gave me $5 each in my GoFundMe site. And I appreciate those people as much as the people who gave me the most amount of money, and even more, because you know what? You got to be broke to give some guy $5 and a GoFundMe. And so I have poor people helping me get here today, and I have to go forward with their good intentions, and I have to fight for them because they're willing to give me their lunch money, and we can't deny that they need help and that we can help them. And what we have to do is find ways to make it matter. And we have to remember, as long as we can figure out how to do that, and we're ready to donate to our candidates that matter, they won't need the rich people. Everything can change, and it's all going to start with you as an individual.
That's the thing with Bernie Sanders is that, like, you had a reason to be complacent before because it was, resigned to the fact that you had to know people, you had to have big dirty money, and you don't have that excuse anymore. And I'm going to call out the complacency from now on.
Wait, can you explain? You don't have what excuse anymore?
The excuse to say that you can't do it with small donations. You can't do it because you're a nobody. People don't know your name. I mean, Hillary Clinton is a worldwide household name. And Bernie Sanders was, 2 years ago, not even 2 years ago, it was Bernie Sanders who. So I'm going to call them excuses from now on because that's what they are. He proved that, $5 is going to make a difference, or your integrity is going to make a difference. Not taking that money is going to make a difference. So,
well, I have a message. I have a message for the other delegates for Bernie. Some of us did a little better than some of the other ones, and some came out with a little bit of extra money. And this is what I believe
for the hotel fundraiser.
Yes, for the hotel, for the GoFundMe site. There's 1,800 delegates, and some of you are kind of behind, some of you are way ahead. And I came out a little bit ahead, so I was actually finding people on the floor and giving them money. But what we have to do is the rest of the money that we have left to continue with the intention of the people who gave us money. They wanted us to help the political revolution. Now it's time for you to find a candidate and donate that money to them. And find a candidate who's going to change things and make things happen. And that's how we're going to do this. And we're going to gather money. We're going to make sure it goes to where it needs to be. And we have to do the best that we can, whoever we are. Right now we have Peter Jacobs, who's running in the 11th District of New Jersey. Today I just met this most incredible woman right over there, and she's running in Pennsylvania. And I don't even know what district is she running in, Jeff?
I don't know, but it's the far northeast corner of Pennsylvania, and we're going to talk to her more.
Yes, we got to talk to her, and
hopefully,
if you're ready to donate some money right now, she's going to tell you where.
KTH for
Kareth is her name.
For Congress, I believe.
KTH for Congress.com,
I believe.
Go there right now.
We were just talking to her. Well, I'll say this later, but we were just talking to her.
KST for Congress.
KST for Congress.
Yeah, let me hold it up. Ah, we dropped it.
We were just talking to her before this seminar began, and someone liked what she was saying and her passion that he donated $50 right on the spot.
Awesome!
Yeah,
That's awesome.
A friend of mine.
If you don't have $50, donate $27 to her. That is.
If you don't $27, consider
donate the $5 that the poor people donated to me.
Oh yeah, Mark's right there. He's the one that donated. Thanks, Mark.
And find a way to make this happen. Everybody has to make a decision and be part of the political revolution. And don't think that the amount of money that you have is too small, and don't think that the amount of contribution you can make doesn't matter. Because Bernie Sanders won his first election by, his mayor election in Burlington by 10 votes. That means that there are somebody in this world who went out and hustled up 10 votes for him, and without that guy, Bernie would have never come to us.
Yeah.
And don't think that you might not be Bernie. You just don't know it yet. Because Bernie wasn't a big, huge, gigantic winner in life when he decided to do this. The guy was 40 years old, and he'd had a million different jobs.
Is that right? He was 40 years old in 81?
I believe that's how old
He
he
was
was.
either like late 30s or early 40s, yeah.
Wow,
And
that
he
gives
was-
me hope.
Go for it.
He was
Yeah.
before he ran for Burlington.
That gives me hope. He started his career
He-
just a few years ago.
He had to hustle up to make a living and to support people. So he's not that different from you. Whoever you are listening to me right
Yeah,
now.
I'm fit. I just turned 50. I'm pretty
No,
young
he's
for 50.
well. Do
You're
the math.
pretty young for 50.
I'm young, yeah, I'm in good shape, and I'm very young-minded, and I'm a young 50, even though I'm 50.
You're just right.
And this
You're
keeps
just
you
right to
young.
You
run
don't
for
look a day
political
over
office.
72.
Thank you.
Hey, we got a guy.
I think having hope keeps you young. When you start to get cynical, when
My
you
wife
start
just
to
turned
get
51. She
complacent,
looks 30. So.
I think that you'll get younger looking. You'll feel younger. I really do. I think it's easy to get really complacent and to feel like it's rigged. It doesn't make a difference.
I was there.
I'm not gonna. Yeah,
I was there
all of us were.
about 3 years ago.
Everyone is.
Yeah.
Everyone, you know. It's just the cycle of things and how it's always gone with, this country.
Could you please describe the big FU?
Frank Underwood. I'm just using it to douse off a little sweat here in 90-degree Philadelphia. But Frank Underwood, the Netflix character.
We are waiting for
Yeah, hopefully. We're going to go with her to grab a bite to eat on the way to the Wells Fargo.
My problem, listening to this today, with the Democratic Party over the last, 20 years or so, and especially dealing and volunteering with Bernie's campaign, is the lack of focus. And
you guys going to talk something else? Can go move away.
what I've seen over the years is just everyone has their issues and they're going out about all different ways and screaming with their own issue. Bernie's core thing was campaign finance reform, and like everyone seems to be getting away with that, getting away from that now because he's backed Hillary and everyone hates that decision.
He's backing away from it. I'm misunderstanding.
It just seems like everyone's that's the core issue. Nothing gets done until that one issue is flipped. Until we get around that obstacle, until we find out a way to change that. No Black Lives Matter, no, bathroom issues, none of that going to change until we get these, politicians cleaned out. I don't know how we do that on a local level. That's why I came to this room tonight. But when she asked for everyone's concerns, and there are many, it's throughout the country. It's like we're getting attacked on all sides, but that's the one issue that needs to be done first before anything else happens.
I actually think there's one on top of that.
What's that?
TPP.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
because if you don't get money,
that's immediate, but you have to. I know what you mean. Like, TPP is going to make us corporate slaves. You're absolutely correct. But that's an immediate thing that needs to be.
It's the immediate crisis.
Yes.
The larger crisis is
the larger.
But it's not.
The big picture. It's like 1, 2, 1.
But if
one
the
B.
TPP takes hold, then it will.
Yeah.
So if we don't get money out of politics, then we can't do anything. And if we don't defeat the TPP, we can't even do campaign finance.
About this earlier, it's also going to affect our ability to communicate with one another. Like your live stream right now, with the TPP in effect, might not be happening.
It will be a copyright violation if we bring up anything related to any companies or politicians or whatever.
Right.
And then this can be confiscated and destroyed.
They'll be hauling us into their courts and throwing us away into their jails that everyone else is paying for.
And then we'll be slave labor, which will help those trade deals make it
Exactly.
become even worse.
And it sounds dystopian. I was talking to my parents about what the TPP is because they hadn't heard. They're
Sounds
in their 60s
dystopian
and
because
70s.
it is dystopian.
It is dystopian, and that's what I was telling them. And they're like, well, Michelle, if that's what you think, then, I don't even know what you do. And they were really just, beyond disbelieving. They were shocked. They were disgusted. I think that it was hard for them to even fathom that that was a real thing. But we need to get the word out there.
That what was a real
Their
thing?
TPP was a real thing.
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
that was something that was happening. And the other part of it was that they couldn't believe that President Obama had anything to do with it, because President Obama wears a white hat.
Obama trade. Yeah, I mean, the TPP is a so-called trade deal. And it is a horrific trade deal. But it's much more than a trade deal. It's taking away sovereignty, and we talked about this the other night. It takes away sovereignty, and it also gets rid of freedom of speech on the internet, and it puts all of these laws into a government that is fully above all three branches of our government. So getting rid of that is an enormous undertaking.
Jeff, who do you work for? I think I get emails from you already.
You get emails from me? I would be shocked if you got emails from me.
You got a similar name to someone else who's involved with. Who am I thinking of? Sorry to mistake you.
No, I'm saying goodbye. I'm waiting for you guys. So, all right, we're gonna say goodbye. All right, we'll be back soon.